matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about a home field advantage, you have to consider Kinnick Stadium. The fans are right on top of the action. They are on top of the opponent's sideline, making it one of the most difficult places to play in all of college sports. Named after Niall Kinnick, a war hero, the beautiful wave to the Cancer Children's Hospital. This is one of the most iconic spots to watch a college football game in the country. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. The Hawkeyes kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. Bringing it out. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to... turn that one, and they stop him at the 7. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The run inside. It's Bishop. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll go right back to it. Maybe a crease. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. He's now up to 52 yards rushing for him now, and that is a way to make your presence felt in the early part of the season.
And a big run for this offense. I tell you what, first game, first half, you want to create as many explosive runs, make the offense as easy as possible to start the season. And
there he goes. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And they have made no bones about this first drive, have they? Like they said they were going to come out and establish the run and be physical. And the more physical team was going to win. And this offensive line so far, first drive, setting the tone, getting movement up front, getting running backs going. Palmer, the game gets very easy when you can run the football and establish that early in the football game.
And you just keep doing it until the defense can stop it. That's got to be so demoralizing on the other side of the football because you're absolutely getting the ball shoved down your throat right now early in this game. And you're right. You're letting the opponent completely dictate the terms of this football game to you. So until you prove you can stop it, you get more physical, it's going to be much of the same as this game continues to go on.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Looking to throw on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on 3rd down. That was the completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your 2nd drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on 3rd down was big.
He's going to run it. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. You start the season, top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Trying to move them on the counter.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Right back to the well. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Stepping to the right. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Out of the gun with Kamari Malton. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Hawkeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Push forward on the sneak. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Touchdown, Iowa! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Bishop there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Volunteers will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll go right back to the run. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Again, it's Malton. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Might be changing the route. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's James. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. To the 15. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Here's Kamari Malton. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got the back over the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Twin receivers on both sides of the field at 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Iowa! And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. They'll try to get the first through the air. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And how about the confidence? This coach is very confident. 4th down, backed up in my territory, inside my 20, and you go for it? Wow, you better get it, and you did here. So great coaching.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The Volunteers will call their 1st timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Maybe some room here. He's now up to 66 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive 1st half here in this season opener.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had them all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
From the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the 2nd half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going to try to get it himself. Hits the slide, got the 1st down with his feet. Iowa spends his 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gets it out fast. And he'll be brought down. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Throws it deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. He goes right back to the air. Looking for the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Hurricanes, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And he's going to bring this one out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And, man, sometimes you'll see that with these quarterbacks. They like to run the football, but they don't get hit in practice. So they're not always used to carrying the football and taking hits. Down the field, he made a nice play, but then got hit, gave the football up. That's a big turnover for this defense, and really nice hustle downfield coming to fall on the football.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Running inside, it's Bishop. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the first down.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
Calls his own number. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They'll keep it on the ground. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Shakes off the defender. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Going for the big play. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact.
Finding some room. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. Lining up from the 34 on first down. The run inside. It's Bishop. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Running the red zone. It's Gordon. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the run, it's Bishop. Got enough space. Touchdown ball. And that one will give him the lead.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Now on the move. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3.
Well, that's the right call to go for 2 right there because the analytics say if you get it, you now make it a 3-point game and your opponent can only tie with the field goal. If you had gone for 1, your opponent can take the lead with the kick. So nice job there getting it executed.
Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's James. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's James. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
Wants to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll pull it down. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Wants to fire on second down. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
And the Hawkeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On first down, it's Malton again. Makes it past the marker. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And the first down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. Could be an alley. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field to score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Makes it past the marker. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Hawkeyes with the get back.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Coming out with it, it's Dotson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Jackson. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
And the Volunteers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll run it from the gun. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Touchdown, Volunteers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Vols strike back with a touchdown.
This is an impressive run by this squad, man. Getting down big and everything looking bleak, but to be able to believe in themselves, to play one play at a time, dig their way back. Palmer, they've come all the way back against a good team, and now they got the lead.
It's really been impressive, David. I think that was the question coming into this game. People wanted to know, are they for real, or are they just a bunch of front runners? They got down early, but they never quit. Their playmakers have stepped up. They've done what is necessary, and they've executed at a high level. And all of a sudden, down multiple touchdowns, here they are making a statement with the lead.
They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Be interesting to see what the defense is going to do here now, guys. They've got the lead. It's a 2-minute situation. 4th down. What's your personnel grouping going to be, and what do you want to do? Play man, play zone, or are you just going to sit back and play prevent?
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Finds a spot in the middle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
All right, 4th quarter now. You're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now. At quarterback and wide receiver, you're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side.
There's a crease. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. He now has 108 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. On 1st down, it's Malton again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Malton. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might be calling a hot route. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Touchdown, Iowa! They move on top here in the 4th. The Hawkeyes with the get back.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Might as well finish with a run there. The defense
defense coming up with a big play. Late in this football game, offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team just